Sista-SoulSurvivor here on Memorial Day weekend, celebrating a party with the purpose for our ancestors, because we too still remember. And we are here to celebrate and honor them, not just to go to the cemetery and put flowers on their grave, but to honor them with a special dish, a favorite meal of theirs, a favorite drink, a toast. I got my family and friends out, and we're just going to party and celebrate and remember them in a unique way. We're going to party with the purpose. So come with me. So we're getting ready to bless the food right now. Okay? So let's get ready to bless the food, y'all. Let me cut it. Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming out. Welcome, welcome, welcome to GSR, Godspeed Resort. We are partying with a purpose, with our ancestors. Have you ever did that? Yeah? No? If you're right, if I'm right. Oh, you finished turning this. Turn this one on. So if I say, yeah, if I'm on the right thing, tell me, yeah. Okay? Yeah. Okay? When I say yeah, if you agree with me. Yeah. Thanks for coming out. I love y'all. I couldn't have did this without y'all. We need to do this more often. I know this is unusual. I've already prayed for the special people and the unique people that you are to come out and just share your love and love on your ancestors, you know. Because everybody can't make it to the cemetery, and everybody's mindset is not there. And your loved ones are really not there either. You know, if you didn't know, but you know, a lot of people are decorating those grounds real well, and hey, to each his own. But I chose to celebrate my ancestors in a different way. Okay, and then I invited you all out to come out with me to celebrate yours. And remember them in a good way. Let's honor them and celebrate them, because they're in a better place. And if they are, we should be celebrating. We shouldn't be sad. We shouldn't be crying. Oh, we're going to go through, because we got to get through. Go through to get through. Right? Yeah. Okay. So they would want us to be happy. I know when I die, I want a celebration. I don't want a funeral. Don't mourn over me. I want it just like this. Pool party. Bring out the boats. Hey, let's celebrate. A real party. My family already know what I want. But do your family know what you want? Have you started preparing, or are you too busy with living? Because sometimes we get so busy with living and we forget to prepare for our transition in that. And we need to prepare for that, because we're going to. We're going to join them. So why not celebrate each and every moment that we have? And when those days come up, like Memorial Day, we shouldn't feel sad, because we're going to go too. This is the day that we should be celebrating and honoring them in a good way. So that's why I chose a party with the purpose. Yeah? All right. And I'm glad y'all joining me. So let's get on. I got a lot of giveaways up here. Everybody got a ticket. A raffle ticket. I love to give away some stuff. I love to give away. Oh, we want to do one now? Okay, come on. Come on, let's do one now.
Want to do one now?
Yeah, let's do one now.
Yeah.
Mix it up. Okay. You got your tickets out?
Yeah. Get your tickets out.
Okay. So this is 3523. The first winner, 3523.
How you read this? After me.
The last four.
Last four.
3523. Is that right? Confirm that?
They can't see. No.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, 3523.
Oh,
I can't look at everybody.
Stop it. Okay, come on
That's
up.
it. You're next. 3523. All right, mama. Yeah. Go, mama.
There's some here. You can pick up here. And then there's some over there on the side. I also have a board right here that was made so you can sign a note Write a note, a love letter, whatever you want to write to your loved one. Okay? Right here it says party. Let me see. With the purpose. Drop Oh, let's party with the purpose for our ancestors. Okay?
Yeah.
We remember them. We love them. And drop a note right here. Okay. For your ancestors. Okay? Right here. Here's pins down here. Okay, we're doing something a little different. So come on over here and do that.
What number did you call?
It wasn't your number, baby.
How you know?
It wasn't your number. She already got the gift. Okay. I want to read this here. Okay, so this was the first Memorial Day. It was on a Monday. May 1st, 1865. African Americans invented Memorial Day in Charleston, South Carolina. What you have there is Black Americans recently freed from slavery, announcing to the world with their flowers, their feet, and their songs what the war had been about. What they basically were creating was the Independence Day of a second American Revolution. Yeah? Yeah.
Yes.
They created it. And what happened when the soldiers went to war and they fought, they didn't get a proper burial. They dug a bigger hole and just threw them all in there.
Wow.
No plot, nothing. Just all together. Our ancestors, they did to them.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all with me. That's what happened. Sad to say how Memorial Day came about from the veterans, but it is true. Where's my picture at? I wanted to show y'all a picture. Yeah. Oh, there it is. There it is. This picture right here. The ancestors' children's children, all got together right here in the middle. I'm going to pass this board around so y'all can see it. Because there's a lot of history on here on Memorial Day. A lot of times we get so caught up into the barbecue and the beer, celebrating in that way, and we forget to honor what it's really about. And it's about those soldiers that fought for our freedom and got a bigger hole dug and got through in it. All together, no plot, no nothing. After war, yeah. Our ancestors and their children got together and had a parade. And that's how Memorial Day started. Pass that around. That's history right there. That's history right there. So the first, what was the first day called before it was called Memorial Day? This is a trivia question. What was Memorial Day called before Memorial Day? This is a trivia question. You do get a gift.
Decoration Day.
Huh?
Decoration Day.
Who said that?
I did.
Come on up, Linda. Come get your gift. She all laid back. Don't be afraid. Declaration Day was it? So another trivia question.
Thank you.
What year was the Declaration Day started?
1865.
Hey, somebody was listening to when I was reading. Come on up here. Come on up here.
I think she shocked us.
Yeah, come on up here. There's some gifts over there, down there, here, and all over here. See? And these are more kids' gifts.
Oh, okay.
But, you know,
Okay.
if you want to get a gift for the kids. Okay, and so another way I honor and celebrate my ancestors is I made some trees. This is a tree of them, a lot of their pictures, and this is a tree of them. I had a lot of ancestors that transitioned. Since I was 15 years old, that's when I experienced my first death in my family. And it was a baby. It was called crib death then. But now they call it SIDS. You know, every family has something that their family transitioned from. My family is SIDS. We lost 5 babies from SIDS. 5 babies. They're up there on my quilt. And that over there, the quilt that I made, that I just started. I just started this. Pictures of all my ancestors, my aunts, my uncles, my nieces and my nephews. And back in the day, it started back to back to back. When we lost a baby, we lost another. Like 8 months apart, a year apart. Yeah, back to back to back. From tragedy to tragedy to tragedy. Yeah. Yeah. The natural cause is a homicide. Another natural cause, a tragedy. You know, so it went on and on and on in my family. I was 15. And the one that really hit home was the baby right there. That's why, right there, the second picture right there at the bottom. And his name is Monk. His name is Reggie Williams with the afro. That one right there was the first homicide, big death that we experienced. That was white crime. A white lady kidnapped him and killed him. And he was 5 years old, playing outside in front of the house. She came and kidnapped him, took him away, and cut his body parts up, buried him. And, yeah, it made the Jet magazine. It was so big then. That happened in the 80s. In the 80s. Yeah. People from all around the world came to that. Yeah. Because it made the Jet magazine. It was so big, you know. So I'm no stranger to death. My sisters called me the host of Healthy Healing and Healthy Healing. That's me. That's the name that I've inherited since my son transitioned from a homicide 2 years and 3 months ago. And his trial was just Friday. And I faced the murder for the second time. And I was able to give an impact statement. And I said, at any given time, you guys could have changed that. I didn't blame him, even though he was the shooter, because I know that we all have a divine purpose and a time. I don't believe people in the wrong place at the wrong time. When it's our time to go, it's our time to go. When he calls us home, it's time to go home. There's nothing that we can do about it. In no kind of way that we can even choose how we want to go. But I told him, when they crossed roads, when they came to that crossroads, they both could have made that decision. My son wanted to fight, and you had a weapon. He went outside to take it outside, and you come out and unload it. Families' lives were changed on March 11, 2016. And my life will never be the same. And it has not been the same. But I'm on new levels of living. I'm learning to deal with this. And then reach out and help other people to celebrate the love of their love, the life of their loved one, the legacy that they left behind. So I told him I forgave him. Yes, I forgave him. I big forgave him. And he entered a plea bargain. And we went for it because we did not want to go to trial. That's just like burying my son all over again. And I didn't want to go through that pain. And no amount of years that he had gotten sentenced, if they would have gave him life without parole, that still would have brought my son back. So I realized that. So I said, why not save another mother the grief that I've been through? Amen. Why not save another, well, they can see their son, you know. And he told me, after I told him that, he had a chance to speak to me, and he said, I never even knew your son. I thought they had some kind of beef, you know, y'all. He said, I never even knew your son. He said, I'm sorry. I really apologize. I never even knew your son. I kind of lightweight met him through another acquaintance, but I didn't know him. I thought they had some kind of, you know, something going on. But I do understand these young men now got all these testosterone going on, you know, and so I just forgive. I just have to forgive and let go and let God do what he needs to do. You understand? I've got to do that. Yeah? And so it has freed me up, and not to only celebrate my son's life and his legacy, but to celebrate with all those others that's, you know, loved ones that's transitioning. You know, I see so much now that my eyes are really open about this life thing. I see life totally different. You know, I'm planning for my death day. I am, because I want to go out with a bang. I want a celebration. I don't want a funeral. I tell my family, don't waste no money on no casket. It's just like you got a jar full of thousands of dollars and you pour dirt on it. Y'all know what I'm talking about, yeah? Yeah. We need to find another way of celebrating when we transition. But we got to prepare. Just like we preparing to live and get ahead while we're here, we got to prepare when we take our exit day. So anyway, I'm not going to go on because I can go on and on about life and transitioning because that's what I enjoy doing. I'm getting a joy out of it. It don't always feel good, but what I love about it most is helping people. Serving. I'm still serving. And speaking of service, oh yeah, let me honor the ones that served. Where are my veterans at that's here right now? Where you at? Where are my veterans? Give them a hand. Yeah, that's one right there, Linda. Yeah. I salute you. Come on, tell us what you serve when you serve. Come on up here and share with us about your service.
And tell us yours before you give up the mic.
Oh, I retired military Army. Yes. Food service. Yes. That's me. Food service. And Linda?
I did not retire. I wish I had. But I served in the Marine Corps for 6 years of active duty. So, a little tidbit about me. So I was a marksmanship instructor, so I taught the recruits how to shoot their rifle to qualify. And I have jumped out of a helicopter before.
Anybody else serve? Any other service? Asa, yeah.
Army, 16 years, captain.
Yeah, thank you for your service. Thank you.
For your service.
Thank you. So, you guys are passing my tree around. I got 2 trees, one that lights up. Oh, one more, I forgot my baby, yeah! Can't forget my baby.
I done fought 5 wars. Got scars all over me, you don't even know. Okay. That's a good one. No, my name Gary Speed. I served in the military for 3 years and 9 years reserve. And I worked at the VA hospital for 38 years. Too many years, so I got tired of looking at my own self. So I said, I gotta go, you know. And so that's how the way it is. And I met my lovely wife while I was working there. And then all of a sudden she wound up here and came and gave us this memorial setting to bring back more memories. You know, my mom passed away about 2007 before I get ready to marry my wife. You know, wish she'd have met her. She was 85. I want Uncle Norman to know that, so he always thinking 8 and 5, but she was 85 and passed on and everything. My brother passed on with, you know, Kiki, you know, 2 years ago on the same day, a couple of hours ago. So, you know, I'm used to death too. You know, till death do us part. That's all I can say, and I love everybody for coming out here and enjoying themselves and continue to do so. And in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. Okay, we're moving right along. Who wants to share first? Anybody want to share first? Come on, Linda.
All right, y'all. Let's talk.
Come on, let's talk. We here to honor our ancestors and celebrate and remember their memories. The good memories, the treasures that they
Exactly, the good memories. As I was driving over here today, that's something that I was thinking about, just what Ella said.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I believe that if my mom and dad are in a better place, then why am I sad?
Yes.
You know, I'm only sad because I'm being selfish because I want them here. You know, but it is my time to like take that place and, you know, be that example and live my life. I am just thankful and grateful to be here and to, you know, be friends with Ella and Speed. And it's amazing what can happen when you share your story, because I didn't know the tragedy that Ella has experienced, her and her family, because I felt like that, you know, okay, when you said SIDS, you know, that's common, you know, in your family. I won't say that there was some shame, but my family, a lot of my family were taken, you know, by the hands of someone else. And, you know, they didn't always reach to you know, to be an older age. And I want to say maybe just a little bit, yeah, there was some shame there. You know, it's just like, okay, what is on my family that is causing this? You know, my father was murdered by his brother. My mom was killed in a car accident by a drunk driver.
My baby just wanted to go.
And,
You goddamn right. Y'all
that was the entertainment for tonight, you guys. So, but despite that, it's these experiences have helped mold me to the person that I am today, and I just want to make connections with people and just learn to love and not live in fear, doubt, or shame. So I appreciate being here and everyone here. And if I didn't meet you, my name is Linda.
Hello, Linda. Yeah.
Yes, introduce yourself, please. I can't get to everybody and introduce everyone, but yeah, that's real. That's real. Miss Wilma, you want to share?
Yes,
I know you would. This is my big sister.
Hi, my name is Wilma.
Hi, Wilma.
Hello. I want to tell you about my grandfather. I have a picture of my grandfather myself. It was taken in 1976, and it was probably before some of you all were born. We called him Papa Pete. It was in Ardmore, Oklahoma. My grandfather was born in 1900. I'll pass this around. 1900, and I'm a former third grade teacher. I taught at a Christian school, and I used to tell my third graders how chivalrous my grandfather was. And I said, you know, my grandfather probably saw a lot of prejudice in his day. Born in 1900.
You got it
But
good.
he was so polite. When we would go visit him, when the young ladies would come to visit us, my grandfather would always get up to give his seat to a young lady. And I thought, if anybody should be sitting down, it should be my papa. And these little 17-year-old girls and 22-year-old girls would take papa's seat. And I thought, oh my goodness, y'all get up and give my papa back his seat. But that's the way men did it.
That's right.
He was chivalrous. There is a poem that it'll come back to me. It'll come to my front of my head. But Papa was always so positive, and I just learned so much from him about how loving and how forgiving he was. And to know him was to love him. And Ella said, you know, when you come, bring a picture of your ancestor, bring something that they like to eat in honor of them. Well, Papa had a sweet tooth, and actually there was absolutely nothing that Papa didn't enjoy eating. So my saying is, whenever you eat something good, I would always say, that's so good, and make you want to swallow your tongue. And that was Papa's saying. So whenever you have something good, and it's really, really delicious, your new saying is, it's so good. Make you want to swallow your tongue. It's still not coming to the front of my head, but it was a poem by, or recitation by Chuck Swindoll. Somebody can help me remember. Nene, the longer I live, the more I realize the impact of attitude. Attitude. How important attitude is. Nene learned all of that from beginning to end, and the poem is about yay long. And she could just rattle it off. Now, it's been many years since she's learned it, so she's probably saying, Miss Wamba, don't ask me to say that poem in front of all these people. I won't do that, baby. I won't do that. But I had the kids learn it because he had such a wonderful attitude. And he said, the end of the poem says, you are in charge of your attitude. You don't let anybody else control that. You are in charge of your attitude. So that's my message, is what Papa would say. You are in charge of your attitude. All right? And remember, it's so good, it makes you want to swallow your tongue.
All right. All right, yeah.
Well, I'm going to turn this off because I don't need the mic. Yeah, I'm a country girl, so I'm in a little body with a big voice. And my mother's name, Emma Jean Livingston Mathenia. We called her Miss Honey. I come from a family of sharecroppers, so picking cotton and all of the staples that were accustomed for Negroes to be out in the fields picking is what my family traveled around and did. She's originally from Paris, Texas, and my father is originally from Hugo, Oklahoma, and so I have a lot of kin people around Idabel. Well, my mother was in college, and she left college to marry my father, who was a preacher, and at the time he was a Baptist preacher. But my family were Pentecostal holiness, and my papa refused to let my father marry my mother until he switched. So we called him a Baptist Costal. Yeah, that's and they both have transitioned peacefully upon them both. But my mother, unfortunately, had to suffer abuse, domestic violence from my father. And she finally got up the nerve to sneak away from him. I was a very young child at the time, but myself and my baby brother, I come from a family of 13, 7 boys and 6 girls, and I'm number 12. So we had to be kidnapped and taken to our mother. Well, as time goes on, she meets my stepfather, Robert James Hibler, who was from Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi, and that's how she got the name Miss Honey. He renamed her Miss Honey. And one of my most favorable memories about her is, you know, you got to go through to get through. She left the church and she started acting out her pain in the world. And while she was doing that, she started going back night clubbing. And back in the day, all they had was those little juke joints, little buckets, you know. So one evening, her and my stepfather were preparing themselves to go out. He put on his tux. She put on this flaming, and when I say it was flaming, it was flaming. Red sequins gown, baby, down to the floor. her long white gloves on. You know, back in the day, all the women always wore gloves and hats. So she put on her long white gloves, honey, and had on some shiny shoes to match. Yes, she did. Had her little wig throwed on. So her and my stepfather, they leave the house. Well, Mama come back. She almost run over the porch. She gets out the car. One of the shoes is missing. The wig is turned sideways. One of the gloves is gone. And she's limping, coming in the house. And we're all like, where's our stepfather? And she gathers us all up. Even if you sleep, you gotta get up. So she gathers us all up and has us sit around in the living room. She said, come on in here now. She is really toe up from the floor up. She said, come on in here now. Mama gotta tell y'all something. And we're like, so where is Mr. Robert? That's what we call him. She said, I'm gonna tell you. I'll get him out in the morning. I'll get him. Y'all need to sit down and let me tell you what happened. So we all sat down and she started out with a song. My mother was a natural poet. So being a spoken word artist comes naturally for me. But I'm going to sing this song that is forever in my memory and my mind from my mama, Miss Honey. They raided the joint, y'all. Took everybody down but me. Alright. And she was parading around to each one of us, getting down in our face, breath just, oh Lord. But you didn't dare blink because she ruled with an iron fist. She said, they raided the joint, y'all. Took everybody down but me. She said, Robert, they got him. Oh yeah, the Popo got him. I was in the corner, messed up, honey. Now that ain't what she said. She said FTC. Just as high as I could be. Some was drinking whiskey. She's in the middle of the floor now dancing. Some was drinking wine. But still got one shoe on and she limping. But I was drinking bourbon and I'm feeling mighty fine. Ow! They raided the joint, y'all. Yeah, y'all should have been there. Y'all should have been there. Robert was in there with some old woman and they was dancing belly to belly and cheek to cheek. That's why I let them get him. Took everybody down but me. I was in the corner. She's on her way going down the hallway to her bedroom. And we still sitting there. She's singing. Just as high as I could be. She sung that song all the way to the bedroom and shut the door. She's out there hanging on our We Remember fence in the little white frame. And I love her. She's with me every day. Every day. And whenever I get sad,
It's open and you just throw up in the pool.
that's the song.
I know, but he did it and I said,
And before I leave, I'm going to leave you with one of her poems. She had a rocking chair. My brothers were always getting into something. They was always stealing and going to jail and wearing my mom to death. So she sat in this rocking chair that was by the floor furnace. And she started rocking. And I remember the things that she does, word for word. That's how my mama impacted my life. I remember her songs, her poems, everything, word for word, because my mother went through a lot. And she loved my father to the death. No matter what, she still loved him. And the name of this poem is, she didn't have a name, she just started, talking about it. But she would say, let me cry. And I'm gonna sit in this chair and I'm gonna rock it out. Because that's how she had to do it.
Rock it out.
Rock it out.
Yeah.
Winter nights.
Come on, remember?
And we were all in the bedroom. She didn't call us out for this one because she was in grief. She was hurt. And she said, oh, let me cry, let me cry, let me cry. For into this world. From my womb, I gave him life. Now why is that boy out stealing tonight? Oh Lord, let me cry, let me cry, let me cry, let me cry. For I shed the tears of a mother alone. Now Lord, I ain't got nothing else to pawn. What can I pawn now? Well, that jail cell just gonna have to hold him till I come up with something. I love my child. I don't know why he's out doing these things, Lord. Is it my punishment for leaving you, Lord? I'll come back. I'll come back to you, Lord, if you just get him out. If you just give me a way to get him out tonight. Oh, let me cry, let me cry, let me cry. I shed the tears of a mother alone. That's my mama. All right. Thank you all. Thank you. Dad. Don't be shy to share your stories about your loved ones. Preacher, you coming?
Ain't gonna be no singing.
Okay, that's okay. You honor your ancestors the way you want to honor.
I know, right?
That's right. And you do you.
I am.
That's right.
That's right.
She got the biggest picture. The biggest picture right here, her daddy. She said, my daddy is the best daddy.
I know, right? Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Yeah. Last year she brought out his mailbox.
Yeah.
Because we did this last year. This is the second year on Memorial Day doing this. And she brought out he was a postal carrier. And she brought his mailbox out. So his lunchbox.
Yes,
So
thank
I'll let you
you.
tell your story.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lucretia Grant, and I just want to honor my dad, David Leon Cummings. He was in the Vietnam War, so he did serve some time. He was a vet, yes, he was, and he really enjoyed. We had some old pictures of him, which I didn't bring, when him and some of his friends were, over in Vietnam. But Dad also, once he got out, he first started working for the railroad service and in St. Louis, and he did that for a while. I would go visit him. We didn't raise up together, but I would go visit him. You know how it is when you get to know your parent, even though they're not with you all the time, there's that bond that still happens, and so that happened with us. And then when he went back to Kansas City, he worked for the Postal Service, and he worked for the Postal Service about 22 years, and he left this earth in 2013, and I had the pleasure of being there. Dad was the type of postman that even the dogs liked. I mean, I'm serious, I called him a dog whisperer. I know, because none of the dogs gave me a problem. He never had to use his mace, And when the people came to his memorial service, they were just talking about how generous he was and how he would help kids if they were going to college. He would give them money, It was all about paying it forward and helping others.
Yeah.
And I think I have that in me from him, because I'm kind of have that disposition about helping others. And so that's what he did. It was really eye-opening just to learn how he loved on people that he didn't really know that weren't family, and they became family. Yeah. And so that's what I learned about him when I went to Kansas City and had his service there. So yeah, David Leon Cummings, Vietnam veteran, postal service worker for the federal government, love people, love life. I know he's not here physically, but I know he's here watching over me. We all have those angels that transition up when we get, when you're very driving, you almost get hit and you say, oh, thank you, angel, or thank you, Jesus. Actually, that's my guardian angels be watching over me, because I've been having issues with driving. But anyway, so yeah, I know that. I do miss him, but I'm good. My heart is good. I know he loved the Lord and he gave his life to God. So when he left in peace. And that was important for me, that he left in peace. And just love on your loved ones, My mother's right there, Vaughn Grant. And that's my girl. She, I almost lost her once too, and that was really hard, And God just wasn't her time. And I'm kind of thankful. I am thankful. Selfish-wise, I'm thankful. But it's not up to me in the end, and I know that. So I cherish the time we have. She lives with me, so we are able to bond on a daily basis, because you just never know, you guys. And I'm an only child, and it's just important to have that bonding with your parent. whether it's an auntie, someone who raised you, it doesn't have to be by blood, because family is not always just blood. Family is those extended people that come into your life, like Miss Ellen, Speed. They're my family. That's my sister. When everyone says, I'm going to my spiritual sister's house, because we met in that kind of realm. We met at the gym, then we were in church. We served at church together, and so it just kind of bonded like that. And they just opened their hearts to me for the last, 8 years, 2008. And it's been lovely. So I just thank you guys for your hospitality and your unconditional love, and all of you other ones that I've gotten to know. I know a lot of you in this room, and just, whether it's through line dancing or Sisters in Motion or just hanging out over here, let's just stay in touch, okay? So everyone have a great Memorial Day. Good seeing you all. God bless you.
Yeah. Thank you, Lucretia, for sharing. That's good. Her daily service is never over. Service is never over for a service man or woman. Once we serve, we continue to serve. Yes, that's what it's all about.
I'm Marilyn, elder sister. I moved here, I've lived here a long time, but everything on that wall over there, I'm a part of. All my nieces and nephews, I babysit every single one of them. I took them to church. Went to the park. I had a ball with every one of my sister's kids, and they called me their favorite auntie. Some of them were gone, but before they left, they made sure that they told me that they love me and they appreciate me being there for them, because their mother got killed, and I had another sister. My older sister got killed. They gave her too much anesthesia. So she left 2 boys, and one got kidnapped, and that's the one she was talking about. So we had 8 deaths in 5 years. That was back to back. It was just, we were living at the funeral home. They were making money off of us. But the main thing I like about it is I had a chance to spend all the precious moments with each and one of them that left me. I have something real close to my heart that I will never ever forget, that they did for me or that I did for them. And I just thank God that I was able to be in their life. And it's just Ella and I now. I'm like, I gotta get close to my sister. That's all I have. The rest of them gone. What we gonna do? We gotta love each other now. We got to stay strong with each other now. We got to still hold on for everybody that left. We got to. That's what they want. They want to see us close. Because my family was close. All my family was close. Party, picnic, barbecue, fishing, camping, deep sea fishing. Come on, picking vegetables out in the country, peeling peas and, 100 sack of potatoes and, we had a good time being a family, sitting around picking greens, cutting fish, after going fishing. My daddy taught me one thing, is just believe in yourself. Don't worry about nobody else. Believe in yourself and I want to make my dad proud. I want to continue to make my dad and mom proud. And I think that's what they would want, is for me to continue to be thankful for being able to be in their life and having them. They never broke up. They was, I didn't have step parents and all that. I had mom and daddy, and they stayed with us. One worked graveyard, the other worked swing shift. They was there with us. They didn't leave us, go out and party and club and all that. We was raised very well. And I thank God that they showed us how to live right. And I thank God for my sister. She had 3 kids. I had 3 kids. She had 2 boys and a girl. I had 2 boys and a girl. My oldest son sitting right there, Freddie. That's my first one right there. He about 44 now. But, you know, when it was just me and him for 12 years, that boy, we was gone. We was in the car, just the window down, we was gone all the time. Me and my son, come on, Freddie, let's get in. Close the door. And we was gone. But then I had two more. And I thank God that he was able to share, you know, his time with his brother and sister. And I just thank God that I'm able to speak my story about my family, because one thing I know, you can't replace them. It is what it is. You have to love them for what they are. You gotta love them unconditional. If they walk barefooted, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? If they don't comb their hair, that's okay. You know, if they don't brush their teeth, that's okay. That's your family. Love them unconditional. And that's all I gotta say, and happy Memorial Day.
Thank you, sis. Thank you. Yeah, we've been through a lot. It's just me, she, and I. It's just us two. We are the soul survivors of the Jefferson tree of Willie and Dorothy Jefferson. Yeah, they stayed together till death did them apart. You're right. They stayed together. And they're buried together. Right there in San Bruno Cemetery. Golden Gate. Yeah. A veteran. My dad was a veteran. So anybody else want to share? Don't be shy. It's healing time. AJ, you want to share? Oh, okay. What about another giveaway? That's what we'll do, another giveaway. Yeah. Okay. Bernie Mac. Y'all remember this dude, huh? Yeah. This is my dude right here. But Bernie Mac, what we have in common is Bernie Mac has sarcoidosis. And I too have sarcoidosis. From sarcoidosis. So, what was his favorite saying? Bernie Mac's favorite saying on his show?
It's a beautiful day.
Who said that?
I said it.
Ned, okay, get your butt over here. She said that too quick. It is a beautiful thing. Yes, it is. America is a beautiful thing. Yes. It's a beautiful thing. But you can't have the picture, honey. You getting one of those over there. No, you can't, because this is mine.
That's why y'all did that for me.
Yeah, I know. But no. You gotta get one of them over there. You can't have a man now. No.
Okay, it's a forfeit.
What?
It's a forfeit.
What?
Now, preacher come up and call
He used to say it's real nice.
Right, not for that picture. Ain't no numbers for the picture. Ain't going to work. Did you want him or over there? That's it.
where the kitties basket
Yeah, down there. Get on in there to get the kitties. Okay, let's do a drawing.
Who feeling lucky today?
Who feeling the love? Who feeling the luck and the love? Here you call it.
Okay. All right, the last four is 3627. 3627.
Three, 6, 2, 7. No. Going once. 3, 6, 2, 7. Okay.
Okay, well, don't get rid of that one.
Okay.
Okay, let's
You got another one. Okay.
Three, the last four. 3, 2, 8, 4. 3, 2,
8, 4. That's you? Come on over here. Yeah. We do one of those box there. Yeah. You won't be talking about you got it and ain't showing no evidence about it. Bingo! something special. I had two young ladies that fathers had transitioned. One this year and the other one last year. And they graduated. Both of them graduated. But one of them is not here. One of them is here. Where's Shayla at? Shayla!
Come on, Shayla. She coming.
Shayla! Come on, baby. You and another young lady just graduated, and I know that you wanted your dad to be there. He wasn't there in the flesh, but he was there in the spirit. And I just want to say on behalf of him, I love you, I'm proud of you, and I just want to give you a big hand up. Such a good job. I know it was rough without your dad, but he's always with you. Remember that. That's for you. Congratulations. I love you, Shayla. The other one is not here. She just graduated. Oh, that's my treasure. That's my treasure, love. This is my treasure right here. This is what my son, King, left me. This is Kingston, if everybody has not met him. This is Kingston. He was born on March 1st, and my son was murdered March 11th. And on that day, not only did we endure one death, but my husband's brother transitioned 2 hours before. So we dealt with 2 deaths in one day. So, like I said, death don't never come at a good time. It's never a good time for death, but we got to stay ready. We got to get ready and stay ready at all times, and just embrace it. You know, 2 weeks before my son's murder, I was feeling so sad. I didn't know why I was feeling so sad, but I was just feeling real sad, and I didn't know why. But I had just got back from, Kingston being born, and he was an incubator. I thought it was that because he was a preemie. But then I was still sad, and then that happened. And through it all I could do was ask God to just embrace me. Just embrace me, because sometimes, I don't know about y'all, but can you feel when the storm is getting ready to come your way? When you're about to go through something, can you feel it? I felt the heaviness like never, ever before. Never before. And all I did was ask God to just please grace me. And he has done that. He has graced me so to where I can just embrace all my ancestors. Not just my son, but I can embrace all my ancestors and yours too. And embrace death, because before I used to be so afraid of death. I wasn't afraid to die, but I was afraid to lose another loved one because of all those deaths that I had endured through a lifetime. So, anyway, life is a beautiful thing, though. Through it all. Through it all. So, anybody, come on, Uncle, share. This is my uncle from Atlanta, Georgia. I went down to Atlanta, Georgia to get him. I sure did. He is 85 years old, and he makes it known to everybody. He'll tell you, I'm 85, not 8 and 5. You tell everybody that.
Well, why did you get me in the
Come on, what? What? I know you are. You are. Go ahead and say something. You want to honor Big Mama and Big Daddy?
I always want to honor any of my people, your people, black people. I'm from that generation. I'm out in California when this was all going on. I'm black. 85-year-old black man that is enjoying God and this life. If he takes me away now, I've had my fun. Have it, baby.
Uncle said he has enjoyed his life. And he has too. He really has. But I had to go down there and get him. I told him when I went down to Atlanta, Georgia, I said, Uncle, I'm here to get in your business. I said, live by himself and he don't have any children. And you know what they do to elderly that live alone? They take advantage of them. I've heard it, but I've seen it firsthand. We're going to see about my uncle. You know, we have to go and see about our loved ones. Not just say we love them, but show that we love them by taking that love and putting it in action. Because love is a verb. We got to get in action with this thing. That's part of service. That's part of service. So I did that, and I'm so grateful. It's just like, you know, seeing my dad all over again. He be whistling around the house. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. It is a beautiful thing. And some of the things that he say, he's comical, just like my daddy. He have us cracking up. I wish I could just record him, videotape with everything that he does. Because there's never a dull moment with him, I tell you.
And he's a great dancer.
Oh, yes, he is. A great dancer and a great bowler. He bowls. And he 200. I mean, one of these. I'm like, Uncle, how you do that? He said, ouch. He make a strike and say, ouch. I said, go ahead with your bad self.
Don't leave out the pinochle.
Oh, yeah, and he's a bad pinochle player. Anybody pinochle? We're going to get some cards and some real partying going on in a minute here. But I just want to take a time and honor our ancestors, you know, because it's not always about going to the cemetery. We need to do these things. We need to do this. Party with a purpose for our ancestors. I know a lot of people thought, ooh, that's strange. I don't want to go over there and be crying. We can cry together. We can laugh together. We can sing together. We can dance together. Why not heal together? Why not heal together? Because our ancestors have been through a whole lot. They served. And they need to be rewarded.
Yes, they do.
They need to be rewarded. And know that we have not forgotten them. That we still remember. And we'll never forget. Okay, so I'm through running my mouth. Oh, let's do, how many more? Drawing? Okay, yeah. Drawing time. It's drawing time. Yeah. That was my daddy's song. It's wine time. Yeah.
We found number
and see,
3527. They showed
oh, where they at?
It was David.
David? Okay, come on, David. Come on, get your gift. We ain't gonna do you like that. We ain't gonna do you like that. Come on, get your gift.
3527.
Okay, pull another one. We got some more up here. And where the kids at? I got a lot of kids though. Get your gift. Get your gift. I ain't gonna tell you what that is. Somebody, he come over here and tell me what is these. Okay, what we got, Grace?
3516. Seriously, you ain't got no bingo. 3516. Okay, this time ain't gonna be no come back and get your gift later.
You weren't running around them all. No, you got this, you got this.
I see him come out like I bet you have that number. His wife like,
what? He didn't miss it though.
okay, give me another number. Okay.
All righty, what's next? What's next? 3524. 3524. Get you one, get you one. Got your name on it. You claim it, that's how you do it. That's how you do it, girl, claim it. Two more next.
It's gotta come. Okay. It's gotta come, because I'm rejoicing with the winner.
3518.
35.
3518. Hey, yo, finally a baby. The baby's got a lot of kids. I'm gonna let you go through them and sort through them since you're the first winner. You get to pick what you want, baby. Don't take the box and have at it. Well, you get one though. You get one.
You just get one.
Okay, moving right along. We got to give away these gifts, man. I want everybody to sign this board, please. Right here. Write a note to your ancestors, or write their name on it if you don't want to write a note, okay? Well, we worked real hard on putting this together here. We really did. And we just want y'all to just sign it and put your ancestors' name on there, who you're honoring, okay? All right, moving right along. Give me one more. How many more we get? We got two more?
Two more down there.
Two more. All right. What's this one? 3526. 3526.
3526.
3526. I don't know. Thank you, baby. You got what you want? What you got? Okay, okay. Oh, you're welcome, baby. Okay, 3526. Oh,
Okay.
you better come on.
We're about to move on.
Don't wait.
Because he was
3526. All in the house now, son. Right there. You are about to miss out in the house. Y'all like the house up under the air. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Do what you do.
What you get?
3520.
I don't think it's any
3520.
Oh, you said.
There are no 3 2s in that bag.
3520. 3520. No, 3520. Let the baby boy. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Yep, 3517.
Oh, you didn't even put her own number.
3517. I He's like, that's my granny. That's my That's so beautiful.
Okay, well, anybody else got anything to say? They don't have to, no pressure, no problem on nobody. But I do want everybody to.
Did she say depression
They've
or
got
problem?
something on their heart that they want to share. The mic is still open. All right, so y'all ready to get this party started, right?
Right.
Yeah. Get this party started quickly.
Right.
All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to do some boat races.
Okay.
Some relay races in the boat. Okay? Yeah. So I want to get 2 teams together and we get ready to get it on. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Anybody want to be a team captain? I need 2 team captains. 2. Okay, Shamira, you want to be a team captain? Come on. You're a team captain. Yeah, captain, girl, you got to run it. You want to be a team captain?
Sure, we got a team already started. I got one already.
Okay, you pick your team.
It's rolling boat or paddling boat?
It's the paddling boat, baby. You got to go to work. You got to go to work. I'll be in the control motor. Okay, so they getting the teams together. We get ready to go on the boat run. We got to get the celebration going on now. Oh, I thought she got her own team. She got her own team.
You just got to send the boat and paddle. You can do that.
Okay, so we get ready to go down to the dock. Let's go down to the dock and watch these teams go around this the water fountain.
We'll be here when they come back, won't we? What? Oh, ooh. How you doing? 2? Oh, buddy. All right, give me 5. All right on.
right there. Paddle, paddle,
Oh,
paddle,
come on,
paddle.
paddle team. Get my
She got the
paddle
wrong
team.
pedal.
I ain't finna get my
She'll be
hair
in the
wet.
water.
Okay, are you in the Yeah. Yeah, come on down to Meadow, something Meadow or something.
Green Meadow Lane.
What was it?
Green Meadow
Green Meadow Lane. You better make a left turn.
Well, we had no other takers. I'm like, okay, let's be a team player. I know.
Go back in there and just turn the volume up.
Wait, ask Mr. Steve. Where is he? He said turn the volume up on what? This? I don't think it's this. Not this. I forgot.
Oh.
AJ, he's right here.
Okay. Get on your mark. Get set. Go. This. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go.
Straighten it
Good
up.
job.
Straighten it up.
Straighten it
The other
up.
way. Pull it the other way.
Where y'all going? Okay, y'all going that way?
Hey, push it up.
Go the other way. Turn the other way. Turn. Y'all got to drive. Y'all got to learn how to drive at first.
That was a very small circle.
Yeah, yeah. Come on, come on. Let's go.
Go, Keystone. Go, Keystone.
Go,
Go,
go, go,
Keystone.
go, 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 go.
Yeah, pass him on. Pass him
Go.
on.
Y'all going
Go.
backwards.
Go.
Y'all going backwards. Go.
Go, Shamira. Go, Keystone. Come on.
Go,
Win it for
go,
Daddy.
go,
Win it
go,
for
go.
Daddy. Come on. Come on. Oh, no.
This is
Oh,
it.
no. Oh, no.
This is the way we
Keep
party
going.
with a purpose,
Hey.
boy.
Pull it.
They are going the wrong way.
Keep going. Hey.
Go.
You
Way
gotta
to
pull
go.
it. If it's
Concentrate.
down, just push it up and
Concentrate.
keep going.
Go, Shamira.
Come
Go,
on, Keystone.
Go that way. Go that way.
No, no, no.
Turn.
Now straighten it up.
Straighten it up. Straighten it up.
Pull it down the same way you had it.
Come on, straighten it
What are
up,
you doing?
Shamira.
Now straighten it
Y'all
up.
got to know how to drive the thing.
Keep going. Turn it. Turn it. Straighten it up.
They about to catch you. Oh, boy.
They giving up.
Yeah, this
Turn it.
works.
Turn it.
I like that exercise.
It's a serious workout.
I like that.
It is a real workout. It is no joke.
Oh, they finna go right in the water.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Y'all going in the water.
Turn it. Turn it.
Look at them. They working it, too.
Turn it.
How do you turn it? How do
There
you
you go.
You got to turn. You know once you get in there and start
Oh,
driving.
you gotta feel it.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Come on,
Here come the
Shamira.
winners. They're coming in the stretch.
Come on. Drive right.
Shamira
She
don't
worried
wanna
about
get
getting there. Oh, looks like we have some winners.
We got some winners.
We have winners. Team what? Team what? What's the name of this team?
Start pedaling backwards. Pedal backwards. Pedal backwards. You're good. No, good. Hey,
what's the name of this team?
I had to learn how to.
Oh, come on. All right. Come on. The race is not given to the swift nor the strong, but the one who endureth unto the end. Come on. Purpose for wonder.
That's right.
These are the winners. Yeah. Say hi. We are the winners. We are the winners. Come on here. It's Second Street. They're coming in. Ride it. So they still. Come on, y'all. Come on. Get over there. You gotta go over there. Give it to them.
You was on it.
Keegan ain't gonna want to get out. Look how he looking. He ain't gonna want to get out.
Yeah.
She married.
Here, let me put Rhonda, get your friend. I can put this towel down. Okay, I'm trying to get this bug.
That was a good run. Ooh, you almost put me in, girl. Yeah, watch you, baby. Real sweaty. Oh my. What a purposeful party for and with our ancestors. I love it. I wouldn't change it for anything in the world.
I accept my calling.
Go backwards, pedal backwards.
I'm going to do exactly what I have been placed on this planet to do. Peacefully, with good intentions, to help someone else with the grieving process. Many didn't come because they're still at home grieving. I wish they would have came. But it's not too late. I will go to them and do whatever I need to do to get them out of the area of grieving that they're holding on to, because there's more to life than just crying and being sad and going back over and over what you should have, could have, would have did, instead of holding on to all those good memories, taking that baton that our ancestors gave us and run that race that they left us.
Okay, we're going to start the second race.
So we are celebrating today. No, didn't make it out to the cemetery. Didn't need to, because they are in my heart. Each and every day, not just Memorial Day. I remember them every day, not just because it's
All right, on your mark, get set,
and it's not about booze and barbecue. It's about my loved ones that transition, my ancestors, my angels who are looking over me. And I thank them.
Bring it in, turn it in.
I'm going to throw out a line for my father.
Straighten it out.
I'm going to play some cards. I played some checkers yesterday with my sister, and I thought about my big daddy. He was a checker player. He was a checker player. And so, with all that said, I want you to remember to celebrate your ancestors every day. And don't be sad because they're not with you. Keep them in your heart. Keep their memory well alive and celebrate them. If you have to just put on a song and let it play over and over. And if you cry, oh well, just get your tears out. Cry. Nothing wrong with it. But remember to celebrate them. All right, I'm your sister and I am a soul survivor. It's time for me to get my party on. See you, soul survivor.
I'm through, baby. I'm falling out.
Get it, King.
Oh, that was fun.
Turn me around.
Get it, King. Get it, King. Go, King. Get busy. Get it, Kingston. Go busy. Go ahead on. Yeah. 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 We're going to be showing this video to all your girlfriends. Get it, King. Get it, King. They can't keep up with you, boy. They can't keep up with you.
Go, buddy.
Dance with your Gigi. Yay.
Because we showing. We are showing this down here, baby. This is a party. Everybody do their down there, baby.
Say what you gonna say and release it.
They got the balloons, okay? Yeah. Come on, let's go on the count of three. Okay. Some special love to your ancestors.
Come here, hold on.
We ready? Count of three.
Where's Mama?
You gotta get her ready. Down here. One. One, two, three.
why I said the poem.
Okay, we're getting conflicting information.
Yeah, okay. This is the floating candles here. And you just take them and push them out there and make a wish and send them out. Where's yours, Linda? There we go. Who is that for, Linda?
This is for
Mom, my dad, and my sister. All right. And their name? Yvonne, Edward, and Tom. All right. Blessings to you all. Okay, Kim. Who is this for?
This is for my husband, Randy, who served in the military Air Force, my dad, and my baby sister,
All right.
and my grandparents.
We're honoring our ancestors with floating candles. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
This is for my mother, Annie, that was such a loving, giving mom and sharing, and my dad for being such a wonderful provider, and thanks for them for being married 50 plus years before deceased. So, and just making us three girls who we are.
Yes. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I have 5 tea lights in here, so we're going to dedicate these to
Yeah,
5 of
whoever-
loved ones.
Okay.
Me and David.
Okay.
This goes out to
Hold
Otis.
on to mine.
David's stepdad, Otis. We
Otis.
miss you, love you. And to my daughter's dad, rest in peace. And to Miss Mary. And who else was it, David? Tutu, David's nephew. And one more, my dad.
All right.
Dad, thank you. I wish you were here. You'd be very proud. Chevis, I ask that you watch over our baby, and if you can, speak to her so she can make the right choices.
All right.
In the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Oh, I got
All
to
right.
Well, here's the deal.
Okay.
Hang on.
Okay.
So, okay.
You got one, baby? You got one? You got one?
Okay, now
Okay,
stay
you-
back.
You
Stay
take
back.
it and push it out there and say a prayer or say something special to your loved ones. Who is this to?
Who's that to?
Hi,
Granny. Her granny.
Your who?
Hey, Granny.
Your granny? What's your granny's name?
Maxine.
All right. Maxine, may she rest in peace. Okay, who is this to? Push him out there.
Who's that to? Chelsea.
All the ones I don't know yet.
All right, all right. Amen, amen. All right,
So
we
it
received
is.
that. Thank
So
you.
it is.
And so it is.
Okay.
And so it is.
Uh-oh, be careful.
Be careful.
We got
Chelsea.
who
Thank
else?
you.
Somebody has it. Somebody got
Alicia
it.
has it.
Miss Ellen, could
Yes.
you see if I can grab one of the tea lights here to hear from this lady that's in the house?
Okay.
See if she'll do one.
Okay.
Let me go in there.
Yeah.
It should be somewhere on that table.
We celebrate them today with a special meal, a drink, a toast. Just a new way to celebrate and honor them. We will never forget. We will always remember all the treasures that they left us, all the jewels. And we're going to take the baton and run with it and run in good faith.
Right, everybody wave. Okay, I got you. I got y'all. Y'all can start moving out. It's all about that love. Yeah, yeah.